Live from Citizen TV, this is Sunday Live with Victoria Rubadiri and Jeff Koinange.
That's right, this is Sunday Live, but this was the situation at the Aga Khan Hospital in Parklands last night. Staff sitting on desks, their trousers rolled up, and some even wading their way through the flooded hallways.
Well, this looks like a scene from Victoria Falls. It is not. It is actually along the Thika Superhighway, Nairobi, one of the hardest hit areas yesterday.
Now, there are other parts of the country that are on high alert tonight, including Ahero, where 400 people were displaced, and it could get a lot worse if River Nyando bursts its banks. In Nyatike, in Migori County, 400 families were displaced, and in Taita Taveta County, 4 villages were affected after River Voi burst its banks.
Well, the situation is dire. So far, over 100 people have lost their lives. 30,000 households have been affected. 200,000 people displaced. 26,000 livestock have been killed, and 6,100 acres destroyed so far.
It's been a weekend of flooding, and we'll have more from the weatherman later in the broadcast.
Indeed.
Wow. In the meantime, start tweeting at Koinange Jeff.
At Vicky Rubadiri.
At Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag, as always, is Sunday Live. And Sunday Live begins right now.
Tonight. No let up in raging floods. Homes destroyed, crops and animals swept away.
Wacheni makelele. Wacheni kutisha watu. Wacheni kisirani na kiburi.
All out tackle. Ruto allies go after Matiang'i as big fight boils over.
Who will go where? Form 1 list for national schools out tomorrow.
Sometimes you'd be standing between the devil and the deep blue sea. So you're either jumping into deep blue sea or you're in the embrace of the devil.
And in our special report, we tell how politicians conspired to dilute the 2010 Constitution. All right, welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Wilson Moshora. We're going to go straight to flood news across the country. And an 8-year-old boy died Saturday night after he was swept away by floodwaters in Elbor, Marsabit County, with an 8-year-old girl losing her life to floodwaters in Kaiti Makueni County, where also 10 people have so far died due to floodwaters and mudslides.
Oh, the rains that have persisted for more than a week have displaced thousands of families in various parts of the country. Raquel Moigai with more.
It is a gaping hole in this apartment building in Kilimani area of Nairobi that showed the extent of the damage resulting from flood waters. Raging waters that tore apart Abbas Jivanje's apartment at the Quifra estate, leaving him counting losses.
On 18th of October, there was a storm and a lot of water came down through our wall. And finally the wall caved in and collapsed. And last night, storm even worsened the whole scenario, where what we're seeing right now is the storm water is actually eroding one of the building foundations, which is Block C in Pritland Court.
His woes were as a result of the damage at the neighboring Pritland Court, where a boundary wall separating 2 apartments collapsed.
The section, the culvert where the water is supposed to go through was blocked because of all the dirt. So based on that, now the water was backing up. So of course it sought the easiest way out. And that's when we had a breakage over here.
The script was the same for some residents of Voi area of Taita Taveta County, where at least 100 families were displaced after River Voi burst its banks.
Viatu vya mtoto vimeenda, uso umeenda, kitanda kimeingia maji chote, fani imeenda, naanza yani maisha. Serikali ya mnaomba Mungu ingie kati hapa.
The ongoing rains have seen almost every village located near rivers being affected, and Nyatike village in Migori County was no exception. River Sondu had burst its banks, turning the area into a lake.
Ilijaa hadi ikabidi nitoe vitu nje. Ilibidi nilale nje na watoto. Juu hakukuwa na pahali pa kulalia, nyumba yote ilijaa na maji. Hakuna pahali kulikuwa na aina maji.
Ni nyumba yangu umeanguka. Pamoja ni kuku yangu umeenda yote. Pamoja ni mbuzi yangu umeenda yote. Lakini saa hii mimi nasikia mbaya sana. Hakuna nyumba, hata kuna kila kitu.
Elsewhere, over 150 households were displaced by floods at Okakombaka sublocation in Nyando sub-county. The raging floods have marooned scores of homes in the area, with residents seeking shelter at a local church. The waters have also damaged a grave in one of the homesteads. And in Makueni, an 8-year-old Class 2 pupil lost her life to the floods on Saturday night. Makueni County Commissioner Malim Mohammed, confirming the incident, stated that 10 people have so far lost their lives to the floods and mudslides. Among the 10, 3, 2 men and a girl died in Kaiti. 3 were swept by rivers in Boni. While many await assistance and intervention from their respective governments, those affected in Kajiado might breathe a sigh of relief after their governor Joseph Olelenku promised to reverse the actions of a mining company that had channeled waters from River Kimasis to the people's farms, causing flooding in the area.
Chemicals Magadi has the ability to deal with the siltation and to deal with the landslide. This community has no capacity to deal with that. And so we are saying, please go and deal with your siltation in Magadi, that is Tata Chemicals. Leave this community alone, stop diverting water to their grazing ranches and to their manyatas, because you are becoming a disaster.
With the rains set to continue for another few days, Kenyans have been warned to be on the lookout before any disaster occurs. Raquel Mugai, Citizen.